Hey guys, welcome back to the EA Sports FC 25 Chesterfield Career Mode, and we are in the late October right now. Currently 12 points clear at the top of the league table with 11 wins, 2 draws, and 0 losses. Can we continue our invincible season? Well, we can't really say that's an invincible season, but we're on track to become invincible. We have about, two-thirds of the way through, something like that. So it's still a long way to go. So we just got to make sure we do our job by winning game by game. And in the first game, we got Salford City. Is this Salford City? Something like that. Owned by Paul Scholes and Gary Neville, I believe. So we're off to a very good start. Balde makes it 1-0. Later on, 45 minutes in, here comes Morton. Goes on for a very good finish there. Pretty much last minute in the first half. It was poor defending. Somehow we allowed them to get that much space. But that's a very good tackle by Kenny Tete. Haven't been really talked about him recently, but I think he added more experience, solidarity to our back line with his experience. I think he is a pretty good signing. I don't know how long he's going to stay with the club. But again, if this season everything goes well, we're getting promoted, I do see him retiring as a Chesterfield player. But as of right now, let's just do our job at the moment. We won our first game, but then weird thing happened. As you can see, Josh Onomar apparently very unhappy with the number of, with the game time that he has. So I didn't quite understand what he means, right? So he sent me an email saying that, I gotta rotate the squad. Technically, I can go to, training plan to rest players, but I don't do that because I feel like if I do that, it's gonna waste a lot of time, to be honest. So I decided to set everything to balance, so everybody, we do have to rotate, but there are times where Onomar, one of the players with lower stamina in the team, just complain about game time. There are times where he's just absolutely not accurate. I just have to take him out of the team, for one match day. And we all know there at least, if this is a good season, successful season, we will have at least 60 plus games in a season, 46 in the league, and the rest of the 14 can happen in a knockout stage in a cup competition. But again, it's so hard for a player to play 60 games a season. So I don't know what to do with him. But I wouldn't rule out a move for him in the upcoming summer just to get rid of him. If he caused that much trouble, if he caused that much noise in the dressing room because of that, then there's nothing else I could do other than just selling him. Again, the players that we have here, the majority of them are very sellable. So if they want to go, if a good offer comes in, I wouldn't hesitate to let them go. Except players like Inani, who scores an absolute belter to the top right corner to make it 3-0. And of course, there are players like Bergquist, one of them, Bart, Magnussen, Anderson, these 4 players. I try not to let them go unless their potential doesn't go up the way how I want it to be, or if a very good bid comes in. But to be honest, if a good bid comes in, it's like 3 to 4 million. It's easy to find replacement at the moment, but at the same time, I love to develop players. I like to see the progress of a player when it comes to youth academy player. And speaking of youth academy player, Lundstrom, our graduate, has slid in and, well, get himself sent off. Second red card in his last 2 seasons. I mean, I know he's slow. I know he's more of a Granit Xhaka-esque type of player. Very good technical, very good on the ball. But in terms of agility, very, very slow. Well, we were on track to get a clean sheet in this game, but unfortunately just knew it. 11 against 10. The 10-man team has to concede in a certain capacity. And there you go, 5-1 is a defeat. And as you can see, usually I will rotate the entire team. But Onomar, if he complains about his game time, I'm just gonna run him to the ground. I'm just gonna make sure that, you know what, if you get injured, I'm not gonna complain. If you get injured, I'm just gonna leave you out of the match day squad. Again, not very ideal. It's just part of the game, I guess, which is the part where I do find it a little bit unrealistic about that part. They all know they have a job to play. They all know it's a team game at the end of the day. Nobody held above the club. But going back to the game here, BSM Trophy. So 2-0 already. Actually, no, 1-1. So we conceded relatively quite early, but Kolar makes it 1-1. But look at this interchange of play. Very, very nicely done by Jake, Young, Bergquist, and also Molyneux to make it 2-1. Few seconds before halftime, and we have snatched another victory in the BSM Trophy. I believe we have 2 wins, and we are through to the round of 32. And speaking of an offer earlier on, that's not a good offer. $2.4 million for Bergquist. I mean, that offer comes in November, so definitely not the right time to sell. I mean, if he has this, great potential tag on him, or has potential to be special tag on him, I'm not gonna even bother to sell that play unless, like I said, crazy money comes in. Crazy money. $2.4 million. Is it a crazy money? Absolutely not. I mean, it's hard to find a replacement right now at the moment. So we're going to the third or fourth game here against Breakfast City. Opening the score by Burke scoring the first goal, and later on, Balde with the tap in to make it 2-0. And right before halftime here comes Smith trying to go around the player, but the referee says play on. And we just knew something that's not going to go right for us. Here comes Smith again. Here comes Righty. Try to put a boot in by Anderson, but that's a good finish right there. Right before halftime. Referee should have blown the whistle a long time ago, but I mean, there's nothing we could do. And that's the point where we just quite collapse at the back. Here comes Anderson trying to track back here. Here comes Kenny Tete closing down on right. Looking for a pass in the middle to left cell. And back to Riches on the left here. It's quite a bit of annoying when teams like this just kind of keep passing around you. And finally, they find a loophole to make it 2-2. From 2 go up to 2-2 draw. Absolutely embarrassing, but that is not it. Because 2 minutes after conceding the last goal, we're off the hook again. Here comes Archibald to Molyneux, but what a great finish there by Archibald. Just coming off the bench and does exactly what he does best, which is scoring goals. Again, his hairline is not quite there, you can see. But in terms of his ability, absolutely amazing. And 81 minutes in, Breakfast City turns it over and allowing us to find a 4th goal. Papel, despite not playing a lot of games this season, somehow still contribute quite a bit for us. And in the end, we have beaten Breakfast City 4-2. And right now, Exeter City in the League One division here. Here comes Jake Young finding Frank and belts that one to top left corner. I think this guy started to get it. Start to get the the football we were playing. Just keep running down the right flank. Make yourself open and try to score goals. That's how easy it can be. And here comes Jake Young. Good first touch. Right now, he's just going to look for a pass in the middle. And Buckis, again, playing that box-to-box role, allowing himself to be available inside the box despite despite he's the only player in the box there. And later on, 76 minutes in, here comes Balde. Sets it back. Buckis to Molyneux. Good finish right there with this outside of his left foot to make it 3-0 with 13 more minutes to go. But again, we just can't really keep a clean sheet at the moment. That's a very good finish by that player. Exeter City makes it 3-1. But again, I feel like we were climbing down a little bit in terms of being a little bit too complacent, I would say, in 3-2. Why are we putting ourselves in this position? In the last game, 2-0 up, turns into 2-2 draw. We were lucky enough to find out, 2 extra goals. And there you go. Josh Onomar complaining again. What am I supposed to do? Like, what the hell am I supposed to do? If his energy bar is all the way down to the bottom, am I supposed to play him? That I really don't know. Game, you gotta fix that. Some of them, like the players' dynamics with the team is a little bit weird. But right here, talking about cup competition here, we got Crawley City, I think. Well, it doesn't matter. In the FA Cup round 1, so this season we have to reach the round of 16. Do you think it's gonna happen? That we got to make sure we get a pretty easy draw into round 16. Well, off to a very good start here already. Frank scoring again, but clean sheet just somehow non-existent with this team at the moment. And Crawley City makes it 2-1, and we just keep on attacking. Here comes Frank finding Yoni to Bergquist to make it 3-1. I mean, how am I supposed to let this guy go at the moment? Playing at the top of his game, 17 years old only. I'm not letting him go. I mean, all the goals are being scored in the first half, which is absolutely amazing. And right now, you don't see that very often. 2 Youth Academy report in a single episode. There's not a lot of games going on in October, so I was able to squeeze a couple of them in. But this is a great time to call up a few players. I think Bugard was called up in the last batch, and there's one player getting called up as well. But again, in terms of Croatia, we also got a couple good players. I'm sure it's going to end very soon in terms of the report. We got to send it to another country. I just got to figure out where we're going to send them to. But at the moment, we got some really good youngsters. As I mentioned about the potential, usually if they fall below 88, 87, I usually say no at the moment. But yeah, in terms of that was absolutely poor. What am I talking about? Joshua Fendable showing great potential. Is it exactly the type of play I'm hoping for? Not really. We are quite overstacked in terms of wide players, so I'm just going to send him out on loan. He has good stats, good speed, but do we need his service at the moment? Absolutely not. We just need him to be nourished elsewhere for a little bit, for 6 months, just to see if he still has that attack and potentially come back next season and to be part of us. But at the moment, Archibald is doing good. Bergquist is doing good. Odo doing good. Molyneux doing good as well, scoring the goal here. So in terms of wide plays, we're okay with it. Loan them out. Make sure get a few ratings higher than before. And we'll move on from there. But later on, well, it's a closer game than I thought it would be. We got Bristol Rovers. It was a 1-1 game with 275 minutes. Papel coming off the bench and score another crucial goal for us to make it 2-1. And in terms of the league position, we reached to 50 points, right? 50 points. We're not even halfway through the season. Wexham is 18 points away from us. So, well, this could be another record-breaking season for us. We could possibly claim the title by match day 35. Hopefully that's going to be the case. But that is it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.